The nobodies embraced Twitter to help people find the best panels at South by Southwest. It wasn't because a famous, powerful, rich journalist, analyst, or reporter blessed Twitter. The way Twitter worked is the nobodies, who are the new somebodies, loved Twitter. And nobodies told more nobodies. And one day you woke up and Twitter had millions of users. And at that point, the A-listers, the power players, the journalists and the reporters had to write about Twitter. If you believe this theory, then plant many seeds. I'm not saying you should ignore the powerful people, but I am saying that you should make your product and service accessible to Lonely Boy 15, because he may make your product or service tip. The next thing is to provide social proof. Social proof means that it's obvious that people are using your product or service. A very good example is from Apple. When the iPod first came out, it was the only thing that had white earphones, white earbuds. So people very quickly learned white earbud equals iPod. It provided social proof. The more white earbuds you saw, the more you were convinced that iPod was good. Eventually, you bought an iPod. You added to the pool of white earbuds. More people saw more white earbuds. More people bought iPods. More people bought iPods. More people saw white earbuds. More people bought iPods. It became an upward spiral. Provide social proof if you want to enchant people. Next thing is to build an ecosystem, which is to say, don't try to do it by yourself. Think of all the developers for Android that make the Android operating system more successful, or all the developers for iOS that make the iPod and iPhone and iPad more acceptable. In the software business, you need consultants, developers, resellers, user groups, websites and blogs, online special interest groups, and conferences. You want all these kinds of groups pulling for you, trying to make you successful, providing things that you cannot provide, making your product or service better. Build an ecosystem. Don't try to do it by yourself. And the last thing, as a piece of advice for you, if you want to enchant people, be sure you enchant all the influencers. Many people, time is up. I got it. That was subtle. What are you going to do? Not invite me back? Time is up. I'm not finished. Here we go. Last slide. I promise you. Enchant all the influences. Many people think when they try to get a family to make a decision, they should focus on the father. They would be wrong 80% of the time. It's the mother. Sometimes it's the grandfather. I will tell you though, in my case, it's the daughter. I have a 9-year-old daughter. I have to speak in London on Monday and Oslo tomorrow. She has a play on Saturday. She told me on the phone last night, "Dad, I want you at my play on Saturday." So I'm considering flying on Friday from Oslo to San Francisco for 24 hours to see a play and then flying back to London. That's the power that my 9-year-old daughter has over me. Don't assume it's the father or the mother or the grandfather or the sister-in-law. It could be the daughter. The point here is enchant all the influencers. My last slide. If you want a PDF of this presentation, send an email to gina@garage.com. I'll be happy to send you a PDF. Secondly, I have a very close friend who makes beautiful slides, as you've seen here. Her name is Anna Frazauer, and her website is annafxfz.com if you ever want beautiful slides. So to wrap up, the key to enchantment, 3 pillars: likability, trustworthiness, and quality. 3 examples: likability, Richard Branson, getting on his knees so I would fly on version. Trustworthiness, Zappos, hundreds of thousands of women buying shoes without seeing them. That's trustworthiness. And quality, Apple, iPhone, iPod, iPad, Macintosh. Deep, intelligent, complete, empowering, and elegant products. If you're likable and you're trustworthy and you have great products or services, you will enchant people and you will change the world. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.